Very good morning. A very happy new year. The beginning of 2024. One can say how quickly time flies. Yes, time is something that doesn't wait for anyone and it does fly. The question is that do we carry on with all the baggage from last year, or do we dump everything in the last year and pick up something new in this year? Now, when I say something new, it means, are we ready to transform? Very interesting thing that I studied and I learned about is something which Lord Buddha taught during his time, and those teachings have gone across the world and it continues even today. Very, very practical. Something which resonates with me. Change, we talk about change, we say you must change, I must change. It's very easy to talk, but how do you do it? What is that method that you would use, and where does it generate from? Where is the starting point? Well, just like Buddhism and what Lord Buddha said, everything is about transformation from the mind. The mind is that instrument that will take you forward in whichever direction you want to go. It really doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. There is no definition to it. There's no identity to it. It's just that you will get into action. But it all generates from the mind. It's fundamental thinking. How do you think? So there is a term which was used very often by Lord Buddha, and then it was kind of translated by a very famous, I would call him a monk or a saint and a very ardent follower of the Lotus Sutra, the core teaching that Buddha taught, where, and I'm talking about Nichiren Daishonin. I mean, see if you can Google the name Nichiren Daishonin and see what he says. So I'll just want to read out something, what he said. More valuable than the treasures in a storehouse are the treasures of the body, the treasures of the heart, and most valuable treasures of the storehouse, which refer to money and other forms of material wealth. Treasures of the body are skills and ability, as well as physical health. Treasures of the heart are riches that we build throughout our life. This indicates the kind of inner strength that cannot be defined by any tribulation. It refers to the power to live out our lives in a creative way with constant joy and fulfillment. So how do you go about getting genuine happiness? And this term happiness is, it's all perspective. What makes you happy may not make me happy, may not make others happy. So it's all perspective based. What is it that drives you forward? It all boils down to the state of life you are in. If you're in a high state of life, then whatever challenge that comes on your way or in your way, you can circumnavigate it. Please remember, I've always said this, challenges will always come no matter in what position you are, no matter in what state of health and what state of financial situation, relationship. Challenges will come from every direction. In fact, that is the constant change. The challenges will come. The question is, in what state of mind are you? Or to what degree have you created that mindset? The word mindset, unfortunately, set is again not a very nice word to use because it kind of defines something and then you get stuck to it. The idea is not to get stuck to anything. The idea is to accept whatever comes, analyze it, and then move forward. Some you win, some you lose. That's life. And in fact, if you look at it, if you keep winning all the time, ultimately you'll get bored because there is no challenge. But if there is a challenge, you are actually tapping into the deepest resources that you have inside you. Sometimes you discover them, you don't even know that you had them. And then voila, you yourself are surprised by what you can do. And what I'm talking about here is your ability, your capability, your competency, your talent. Many of them are they're not discovered at all because you've never tapped into it. So give it a thought. This year, 2024, how would you like to make a beginning? Do you want to just deep dive into whatever you've been doing earlier? Or do you want to step back and think? Go deeper into your mind. Become calmer. Become melodious. Bring rhythm into your life. It's not about running and achieving things all the time. No. It's about living life which is so precious. It's about all the treasures that you have acquired so far and you are grateful for it. No one is stopping you from taking it to the next level. But at what cost? That's something you need to think of. So I leave you with this thought. Are you going to think about how you're going to take 2024 ahead? Or are you just going to get into a Formula One car and race through it? And then at the end of the day, you look back and say, what have I gained? In all probabilities, you've lost a lot because you were not slow enough to enjoy that journey. I wish you all the very best. A very, very happy new year again. And all the success and happiness to you.